What's up, everybody? Jed Johnson here from DieselCrew.com. Of course, you know they call me Napalm, and I am. Don't forget, it's been a while since I reminded you, I'm the king of pinch. So, Steven left a comment on my video where I did the 100-pound dumbbells for 3 sets of 3, and he wants to know how I'm so strong, but I don't have a big hangover belly. And then he gave some details about what he's eating, and he talks about all of the potatoes and carbs are keeping him. I don't know if he said fat. I think he probably said something along the lines of keeping him um a little thicker around the middle. Okay. So I'm just going to talk about my dietary approach, and maybe there's some things that you can take from it, because I'm not a nutritionist or anything like that. I've uh, I've worked with some people before who have a lot more experience in prescribing diets and stuff like that, but I'm not a nutritionist. But I think I have a pretty good grip on the dietary side of this. Okay, and naturally, if you have any kind of sensitivities, or you know, if you have a family history of diabetes or any kind of metabolic syndrome, that kind of stuff, then you're going to have to think very individualized with the way that you eat. But I'm going to give you some guidelines here. And if you're wondering why I'm laying down, I'm here in my daughter's room here at the gym, just taking a minute to decompress and answer this question for you guys. So I've found I've experimented with the amount of carbs that I eat, and I've found that I don't need a lot of carbs. So during the week, I eat very little bread, very little pasta, um, very little potatoes. I generally just don't eat those. And those foods are very dense with starchy carbs. I've found that if I just eat vegetables and maybe a little fruit, then I get all of the carbohydrates that I need in order to have really good workouts. So, what can you take away from that? You can take away from it that you need to find out the amount of carbohydrates that you yourself need in order to get, to fuel your workouts. And then once you know that, then you should be pretty good. And then you wouldn't need to increase those carbs unless you were going to be doing some extra stuff or you needed a little bit more for recovery from a really serious workout. Um, and then once you figure out your carbs in that sense, then you can figure out your protein and your fats, because you want to make sure you're getting plenty of healthy fats. You want to eat your healthy nuts and um, healthy oils, things along those lines. That's important to take into account as well. And I'll throw in there that a lot of people eat too much protein. So they're eating meat at every meal. They're eating meat for snacks, and then they're taking protein shake once or twice a day. And if you're doing that, then chances are you're getting excess protein. And what a lot of people don't think about is any extra calories that you consume that you don't end up using in some kind of bodily function, whether it's for muscle repair or tissue repair or cellular repair, or if you're storing some of that for immediate energy, such as glycogen, that stuff that doesn't get used, that all gets deposited as fat. So you don't have to be eating like a bag of chips in order to put fat on. It could just be your other macronutrients, your protein, your carbohydrates that are extra that's not getting used, and it's getting converted to fat and stored on your body. Your body does that as somewhat of a survival mechanism. So your diet really needs to be dialed in for depending on what your goals are. All right. For me, I eat breakfast every day. I eat lunch every day and dinner. And then usually in between lunch and dinner, I have a snack, because currently I'm not eating dinner until like 6:30 or 7 at night, and my lunch is around 11. So I have to have another meal in there. So I'm eating like four decent sized meals per day, especially on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Now, once the weekend hits, I'm a little bit looser with my diet. I'll probably have some potatoes or some maybe pasta or something like that. I might have a dessert, maybe ice cream or some chips or something like that on the weekends. So I definitely relax a little bit on the weekends, but I'm not going through like a hardcore cut or anything like that. I'm just trying to get enough calories in order to maintain good, strong, heavy workouts where I'm not distracted by hunger, and I feel like I'm fueled, and I can train hard consistently. I'm training 6 days a week right now. I'm doing a body workout at around 5:30 on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights. And then I'm doing a grip training workout on Tuesday, Thursday at about 2 until like 5:30. And I'm doing another grip workout on Saturday mornings, generally between 9 and 12. So I've got to eat for the workouts that I'm doing. So why am I so strong and I don't have a belly? It's because I've just dialed in my diet to the point where I can maintain the physique that I have. Do I have room for improvement? Yeah. If I wanted to have like visible six-pack abs, then I would need to do some trimming of my overall calorie counts, and probably it would help me if I did some cardio, but I haven't done cardio consistently in a few months now. In the winter months, I was doing bicycle, just your stationary bicycle for like 20 minutes, and every once in a while I'll grab a jump rope and do some jumping, but those it's few and far between right now. So mostly my cardio, my demanding, get really breathing heavy stuff like that. That's going to take place during my body workouts. We usually do a finisher that's pretty demanding, and it takes me a good half hour to recover from that and get back to a nice steady state where I'm not breathing heavy and my heart's not pounding. So there's some tips for you as far as the nutrition side and body composition. If you are not happy with the way that you look or the size of your waistline, then there's probably something that you need. Well, not probably, there's definitely something that you need to adjust as far as your caloric intake compared to the amount of calories that you're burning in your workouts and throughout the day. And that's another thing to talk about really quick before I end this video. I'm on my feet like all day long. Like I am laying down right now to give my damn feet a break because I think I honestly need some new shoes. I'm on my feet for hours every single day. Due to COVID, my gym classes are, I can only have like small groups right now versus like the 12 people that I was having before COVID. So I've got to run more classes, and because in order to get everybody through the gym. So I'm running more classes than ever. I'm up on my feet more. And what that relates to is I'm walking around, I'm monitoring form, I'm cheering people on, I'm spotting people, handing weights, organizing things. So I'm up, I'm walking around, I'm back and forth, I'm burning calories that whole time. So you got to factor that in as well. If you're working like a manual labor job, then you're going to burn more calories throughout the day, and you can probably handle more calories without putting any weight on. If you're in more of a sedentary job where you're sitting down in an office or you're operating the kind of machinery where it's just like push buttons and hand controls, things like that, then chances are your job is not really demanding as far as caloric expenditure is concerned. So those are some things to think about along the lines of nutrition. I hope this has been helpful. If you have any further questions, feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll try to get to them at some point. If you haven't done so yet, then please subscribe, and don't be afraid to give it one of these, brother. Big thumbs up. Hope that helps. All the best in your training, and look for more videos coming your way. Take care.